One of the best parts of Dave Chappelle's recent stand-up specials, and it wasn't just the Sticks and Stones one, but he brought this up in either in the specials that he released on Netflix earlier, how it's the perspective given to the Louis C.K. situation in particular, where you had three consenting adults. One was very polite and asked if he could pop off in front of these chicks. The chicks said yes, and then turn around and say, "Oh my goodness, my shattered comedic dreams," when in all reality, they probably weren't that funny in the first place. All right, so yeah, and you had the media sit there and do their thing and just like, oh, well, he took advantage of these 30 late mid 20s 30 plus year old grown women. Like, nah, you were a consenting adult in the situation, in the scenario. And that really did break the seal when it came to even Louis C.K. getting back out into the comedic world. Like, look, that's his job. That's his thing that he does to earn a living. And unfortunately, we are seeing the Me Too movement decide, oh no, you can't do that. And this is coming to us from News One, because seriously, nobody worth a crap is really gonna carry this. The only reason I'm carrying this is because it's like watching the dying gasp of a dead movement for the most part. Me Too, hashtag Me Too founder Tarana Burke has a message for comedians trying to return after sexual misconduct. 2 years after the hashtag Me Too movement, or the Me Too hashtag, went viral, a leader in the movement has a lot on her mind. And this is why does News One never put a name to this? Come on, guys, put out a pseudonym or something like that. But either ways, if you're unfamiliar with Tarana Burke, yeah, this is Tarana Burke. This is the person who was sexually harassed. I know this started even before Me Too. This was like years ago. This woman has made a career out of crying about sexual harassment, and I mean, I don't see it. I just don't get it. Like, I guess there's a lot of guys out there that like easy pickings, and she definitely, or at glance, would seem like easy pickings. But I mean, my goodness, I didn't know. Keisha, what was the name from Norbit? Oh my goodness, the girl's name from Norbit, Rasputia or something like that. Like, you literally look like Rasputia, and I'm not saying that to be mean, but like, this is not a 35%er. Like, you would expect it to be someone like I don't know, like a Megan Fox or Rosario Dawson looking type chick, but of course not. Because this is nothing to do with the whole Me Too thing, and feminism as a whole was just. I've heard this theory that feminism as a whole was created to give ugly chicks a shot, because for the most part they wouldn't be able to get married and stuff like that, and they'd need money to survive, and so we kind of allowed them to foster this little atmosphere here that really needs to get nice tall pitcher of ice cold water splashed all over it. That's where I come in. Tuesday marked the 2-year anniversary. Hashtag Me Too went viral, bringing wider attention to victims, accusers of sexual assault and misconduct. Though 2017 was the viral moment, the hashtag Me Too work has been carrying on since before 2017, thanks to founder Tarana Burke. For the movement's 2-year anniversary, Burke is reflecting on its impact and how it's shifted the ways people talk about sexual violence. In an interview with Teen Vogue, because yeah, seriously, nobody were like, come on, Teen Vogue, that's where you stuffed this one at. The New York Times didn't even pick this one up. One standout moment came when Burke was asked about the gray areas of sexual assault and misconduct. One person who came to mind was Aziz Ansari, who was accused of sexual misconduct for repeatedly pressuring a woman to have sex. Eventually, Ansari issued a statement saying he took time to process the woman's side of the story, and he also addressed the incident in his Netflix stand-up special, Aziz Ansari, Right Now. Deal is, it was literally just a bad date. Like, he ain't sit there and she ain't do she she succumbed to the pressure. She could have hopped a happy ass up, and got up at any time that she wanted to, but the woman didn't. And according to many people, that is more than that just absolves her of any responsibility in the situation. And to an extent, here's the fun part, because as men, yeah, we, like, biologically, we are the responsible ones. Make no mistake. And at the biological level, and even at the biblical level, I mean, think about it. God never told Eve not to bite the Adam. He told Adam not to. Why? Because, and I think that represents the responsibility of man, and the reality that, hey, yeah, we're not going to sit there and hold the woman responsible for anything, because she is supposed to be a part of the man. I hope I'm making sense, but let's continue. Burke spoke on this and even brought up Dave Chappelle, who notoriously made jokes about Michael Jackson and child molestation in his latest Netflix special, Sticks and Stones. Can I say something about that in terms of accountability? Burke started. I've been thinking a lot about Dave Chappelle and Aziz Ansari because they both have these comedy specials, right? And I know Dave Chappelle wasn't accused of anything. Whatever. But he decided he was just going to go down this road. But some people are not going to be comfortable with that. I'm going to say. I've said this in places where people are like, I don't agree with you. But I think Aziz Ansari's response, has anybody seen his stand-up? He didn't act like it didn't happen. He talked very clearly about what his year's been like. And not from the like, yo, this has been a really messed up year. But like, what did I learn? What did I do? How do I try to make the situation turn the situation around? He was humble. What? Okay, first and foremost, you're right. Yeah, Dave wasn't accused of anything. So what are you talking about? And no, I didn't watch Aziz Ansari because I don't think he's that funny in the first place. Like, his big claim to fame when it comes to stand-up was meeting Kanye West. That's the only I guess, bit of his that I can even recall. So yeah, no, nobody watched it because he's gonna sit there and kowtow and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Burke then went on to compare him to fellow comedian Louis C.K., who was also accused of sexual misconduct and is now trying to make a comeback. And I said, why can't these other folks at least have some lessons? Burke said, I'm just so angry at folks who kind of hide for 6 months and then peek their head like Louis C.K. Louis C.K. is an a-hole. Yo, dude, oh my goodness, yo. For real. She continued, and I'm gonna tell you, he was one of my favorite comedians. No, he was. Shut up. No, he wasn't. Right? I loved his show. I love Louis C.K. No, you don't. But you gonna come back and start talking about transphobes and children getting shot? What are we supposed to do? Laugh. How is this such a hard thing? You know what? That's the thing. This lady is joyless, and can you really blame her? She was dealt a terrible hand in the looks department. Finally, Burke asserted. And that's the fun thing about being a dude. That's why chicks ultimately have penis envy, because when it comes to men, it doesn't really matter what we look like. It just matters how much confidence we have and how much resources we have. How can we hang financially? That's it. That's all it really takes. But ladies, I mean, yeah, it's more complicated. It's not as complicated as they make it, but they leave it to the female mind to make it insanely complicated. Finally, Burke asserted, and this is the thing about accountability with these public figures that I think they don't get. You want my support, right? No one really cares. I don't tell anybody what it should look like. But for me, when I think about accountability, you start with the person you harmed first. So before you bring your face out into the public or whatever, did you go to the people who you caused harm and ask them what they need? Why? Okay, but that's the thing. These are allegations. Most of this stuff, particularly when it comes to Aziz Ansari and Louis C.K., there wasn't no court. It was just a court of public opinion. And you know what? Screw them. They don't have to apologize for that. They don't have to sit there and be, particularly when somebody brings about accusations, miss me. No, they don't need to go and check up on them and all this other stuff. Nah, you sat there and tried to destroy my life. And you, Ms. Burke, want to sit here and continue that dismantling of these gentlemen's lives is, oh my goodness. Lives. So seriously, stop. Cut it out. Okay. Did you try to have a process, any kind of process, restorative process with them? No, because they don't deserve it. Who gives a shit? They made accusations. Nothing was proven in court of law. And they may say, I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with you, which is their right. But you have to start there. No, they don't. No, they don't. And besides, they already did. They sat there and kissed everybody, and they kissed everybody's behind, talking about how sorry they were in situations that honestly they didn't need to be sorry in at all, and they probably was lying. Just, hey, yeah, I gotta release this statement so I so I can maybe hopefully in 6 months get my career back. The second layer of that is you want me to. I do not like you. I do not like it. Y'all see this crap that News One puts? That like News One is just a trash. Yeah, oh my goodness, y'all see these? Y'all see this? I'm not even stopping. I'm not even thinking of stopping. Okay, so here we go. I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with you, which they're right. You have to start there. No, you don't. The second layer of that is, do you want me to laugh at your jokes, buy your tickets, watch your specials, and you think you're not accountable to me? No, because it's more than you, sweetie. And my values are not supposed to come into play in how I spend my money and my time. You are mistaken. But that's the thing. Did you go to any of these specials? Did you have to spend your money and time? No. Do you have to purchase Netflix? No. Because that's the thing. There's always when we lose one sucker, man, three more are planted. All right. So I think that's the end of the that's the end of the article. And the deal is that Ms. Burke here, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Yeah, you want to sexually harass that, don't you? I know you do. You're totally into this, aren't you? Your nipples could cut glass because you're just pining to get at this. I'm telling you, why is it Eddie Murphy? Like, yo, this is like a character in the Clumps, yo, for real. Like every time I see it, KRS-One and Eddie Murphy in prosthetics. That's what I see every time I see this individual. My God, did you go and seek restorative justice? Oh my goodness, you have to sit there and kiss their behinds for as long as you can. And that's far more feminine than this woman probably sounds like, man. So. No, I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I can't just like leave it here. Okay, good. Let's finish this up with this. So all the internet stuff, guys. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, yeah, go ahead and do that too. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and the like. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. I just got finished making fun of one of the leaders, quote unquote leaders of the hashtag Me Too movement. So you know they ain't gonna be fucking with me, right? So and speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments. Is this I'm sorry, because now I'm just thinking about the movie Norbit, and I'm telling you, it's